queen just dies or they swarm. Look at your side.
Okay, so
like you got to figure out that week that you're going to be here, and
So-
we'll flip it out, put the quilt boxes on. We do the whole winter setup.
so this would just be like a 10-minute look at both supers on each hive.
That's right.
Pull one.
Yeah.
To pull it, I'm going to need to brush it.
Yeah.
Put it on a cover, and
Right.
put a cover back on it so the bees stay out of it.
Right.
And I could even leave them here covered outside, or I can move them right indoors.
Right.
I just want to make sure there's no bees in them.
We're gonna work with some honeybees today. I'm super excited. I've never worked with bees before, and I've never even been in a bee suit.
Smoker. Actually, that's my traveling mountain smoker I was telling you about. That's going to go to the cabin with us next week. People think it just calms them, but really it doesn't. It tells them that there's a fire, so they start to set the hives up. They refocus on protecting the hive and getting ready to move.
And it does one other really important thing, and that is when a bee stings you, it releases an alarm pheromone, and you can smell it. I've gotten stung in the face, and you can. It has a very distinctive smell, and you can smell that pheromone. And what happens is that when that gets released, like if you get stung right here, you'll have more bees coming right to that spot.
Every bee goes to that smell. Because do you think you'll get stung right here?
I don't.
I'll make it stay there for
Okay,
minutes.
we'll just stay.
If he gets stung,
Stay.
we'll move him. There's no reason a bee would sting him.
Yeah.
We'll be way down. We'll try to be away from him. We're not going to come over.
That's heavier than the top one.
Would you? One should go, shouldn't it? Oh, yes, another one.
That one's the light one.
Super or a medium, which is the same thing as a hive, that there's a box that's only this high, 6 inches high, whereas a deep is 9 inches. The brood or the queen and their eggs are in these two, and then they're storing honey up in these.
The top super doesn't have enough for you to extract.
Well, I want to take it off, but I'm thinking maybe they'll bring the honey down. Just put in their covering. I'll show you what's really
Here's
going
a trick. Here's a trick.
Yeah.
Push them down.
Making me
They don't want the smoke. They don't want.
We're taking them out like this. Want me to get a medium to put these into?
How fast do they reproduce?
Bees live for only 40 days. It takes 20 days to create a bee. 16 days for a queen. 20 days for a regular bee.
Is there one queen in each of these towers?
Yep.
Just put them in here. Well,
Taking a risk.
he has coffee, and then he's a very quick beekeeper. Here is there's 2 deeps that have brood and queen and eggs and larvae in them, and then 2 supers which have their honey store for the winter.
Chance you could be up here, but not likely.
Now that's a rockin' hive.
Okay, there's a lot of bees here. So first thing we're going to do is check for weight. So we crack it, we lift it, and we go, oh, yep, that's half full. That's nice and heavy.
You want to set it
And
here?
then Dan's going to lift up that one.
And this one's half full, I would say. You take a reading on that. It smells full too. They've been busy.
That's much fuller. So we're going to
Leave that one and steal this one.
you can now you can move that somewhere if you want.
I don't want to move anything. You're getting more complicated.
You're smoking down.
No 2 beekeepers ever agree on anything. So what I'm doing here is breaking the first 2. Luckily, that doesn't make me sneeze. We're breaking the first 2. Here you go. I'll let you do your magic. But we're taking out this. We're quickly looking to see if there's a queen here. We would handle it differently if she was in here. She's not. I'm tapping one corner on the hive and shaking the bees off. And there's
We're also going to
nothing on that one, Mike.
do this. Well, we look for brood. There's no brood, no sign of brood. So I'm going to do
What's
this.
brood?
Brood. I will show you what that looks like in a second here.
Babies.
It's baby bees that
Larva.
are in a larva. Yeah.
And then
That's all nectar, and there's a little bit of capped right there. So that's all
What's
finished honey.
Oh, okay.
They put wax on top.
See how they have their butts in there and they were ventilating the hive. Okay.
That stays. That's super
Oh,
heavy.
and there's a hive beetle right here.
Here's
See
a hive
that?
beetle,
That's
small
an
hive beetle.
invasive species.
Oh,
It just flew, which is not good. But the bees herd them like pets. They herd them around so they can't lay their eggs. And they keep moving them. And if there's not a lot of them,
kill them.
It's a beetle.
A beetle. It's a
if
beetle.
it
It's
lays
a
an
little
egg,
black
it can
beetle.
ruin, it can kill the whole hive.
Yeah.
So if the hive has a large population, which this one does, it can manage them. But if it can't manage them, they take over and essentially kill the whole hive. So this one's finished and ready for treatment. On a brush, or should I be running a brush? So I could put that in that other one.
When you spin it, how does it come out?
When you spin it, you uncap it, then you put it in basically a big centrifuge, and it comes off, hits the wall of the spinner, and then you pour it through a screen into a bucket. And that's basically the whole process.
Do you
I'm
just
just
use
looking
like
at these because this one was up above the brood chamber. All right.
Do you use like a brush to uncap it?
Hot knife.
It's more like this.
So, one of the biggest threats to beekeeping has gotten so difficult with regard to treatments and management, and complicated and time-consuming.
Pest control is all you're doing.
That it is. It's a huge amount involved with the pest control element. New, inexperienced, or just bad beekeeping practices kill our bees. Some say that's the number one threat to bees, not pesticides or environment. It's because beekeeping just ain't easy anymore.
You think, oh, you just get the honey out of the beehives. Man, there's a lot of work involved. I think they put the honey, Michael, down in the, so that's like half.
Let's see if we can show
you queen?
Cody what a queen looks like.
Queen finder.
The queen is she working as well?
She lays.
All she does is lay and get fed by the other bees. As he takes one out, I'll go after the next. And
We want to show you some brood, maybe a queen.
so we're honey up in the corners, Michael, but I'm not seeing any brood. So they give her quarter. They'll move out of her way. So I'm just looking for a pattern change or a bee that's of a different size and look. You know, you see like pollen in here, the yellow. Fired up, so we might as well keep it fired up. What's going on here?
So just move that out. So we're not finding any brood.
A regular, no sign of a queen in the
So
hive.
we're queenless here. This is a look through because it could be queenless.
And this is solid. 10, 2, same thing.
In 20 days, they're a forager. And if you get out of whack between that balance, then the colony doesn't survive either. So, this is queenless. We can do that.
Is that common to lose?
Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is. Eyes or they swarm. Look at your side.
Look at this.
They're not going to sting, but you were you were next to the hive, and they just kind of when it's cool out, so they.
Look, make sure it doesn't have a queen.
What does? Oh, on him.
That's a lot of bees for no reason.
Well, they do it when it's cold out.
What's today's date? Nice dark Saskatraz, it's called, queen. And see how she's about 3 times as big? And the paint spot doesn't hurt when you're trying to find her.
You got it marked, did you, from that guy?
So that's the queen right there with the paint on it.
It is. You
She's
see
a
how
big
her
one, too.
scent, they all move out from her because she is the dominant bee in the whole hive.
She has attendants. She has a group of attendants that feed her, groom her, take care of her.
So this hive right here is queenless, and this hive over here does have a queen. So we're gonna try to put them together so that they have a queen and that this hive will survive.
It's our own creation, our own use, our own cut.
Push the subscribe button all the way in if you haven't done so already. and click the bell so you get notified when we post new videos, and then click that thumb more button down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Hats off to you.